to my city, Baton Rouge, man. Y'all niggas tripping, nigga. Kids off limits, man. Them children off limits, man. You see your op with they children, with they little boy and they little girl, nigga. Let them make it home, man. That ain't gangster, man. That ain't gangster, man. Them children off limits, man. Don't fuck up all shit. Come on, man. Them children off limits, man. This to all y'all niggas, man. You might gotta have children to feel me, man. Come on, man. Catch a nigga out of bounds with it. Come on, man. Them children off limits, man. Real talk, man. You see a nigga with they children, let them make it home, man. Come on, man. Them children can't take no bullets, man. Fuck.
Some very sad news here to report as you hear Boosie just very disgusted speaking about this horrible crime that went down in his hometown of Baton Rouge Friday around 6 p.m. near the LSU campus on a highway. A car full of 8 people was shot up, and you hear Boosie saying, you know, if you see someone you got issues with, an op, they're with their kids or with children, you let them go home. You know, the kids are off limits, and it's just very sad. They shot this car up, suspects still at large, full of 8 people, 4 of them kids, a 6-year-old kid, a 3-year-old kid, a 1-year-old kid, and a 5-year-old kid. One of the adults, Michael Riley, he was sitting in the back seat where one of the kids who ended up going on to pass away was sitting with them. They were both shot. The 22-year-old Michael Riley was dead at the scene. They rushed the 5-year-old, his nephew, Carson, to the hospital, and he later died. This is just so sad. And like you hear Boosie just saying, like he seemed just almost heartbroken by this. You know, Boosie goes online sometimes and says some wild things that maybe have some shock value and they're trending in the news, in the headlines or whatever. He says other stuff that gets him in trouble. But Boosie is got a very important message here. You know, it's wild to think, as we know, there's always going to be crime. Crime's never going to stop. People are always going to have beef. Things will always go that way. In a perfect world, no, but this obviously isn't a perfect world. This is what it is, you know. But it's just crazy to think that someone would just wet up a vehicle like that full of kids. And it's being reported that this is the second time in 2 weeks that it was like a drive-by or targeted shooting, however you want to refer to it, where the victim was in the car. It's wild, right? People, this on a highway, pulling up alongside another car and just shooting the car up. So sad. Thoughts and prayers out to that family. May, you know, both of them rest in peace. So terrible to think a 5-year-old killed by gun violence. As you hear Boosie just very disgusted with what happened in his hometown. Now, the police chief in Baton Rouge, you know, has been speaking out to the media, and he says whenever there's a homicide, he always gets a call. You know, he seems to be very active, engaging in the homicide investigations. And he, you know, went on to say how when it's a kid, it just hits different. You know, it's just a horrible thing to hear. You never really want to hear of people being killed, but obviously to hear a child is killed, I can't imagine, you know. But he came out and said, someone knows something, someone seen something, like this person needs to be brought to justice. Anyone, you know, who would kill someone obviously is a danger to society, but someone who is even cold-blooded enough to shoot up a vehicle full of kids definitely doesn't deserve to be free. I would say so. So comment. I want to know from everyone out there, as you know, I always report on this channel with all the stuff that I talk about, you know, crime, stuff in the news, music, whatever the story is, whenever the streets and stuff like that come into play, and that's involved in the story that we're reporting on, I always let it be known that I'm not a street individual. You know, I'm a civilian. I don't abide by the street rules or whatever. But I'm just curious to know that those out there who are living that lifestyle, you know, and you do believe in the code of the streets and whatnot, in a situation like this where someone killed a child, what is someone like, what do those individuals in the street say about that? You know, should someone, if they knew something, say something? Or are they just still a rat? Are they just still a snitch? You know, we're talking about a dead kid. You know, imagine if that was your family. Well, you know what I mean? I'm just curious to know what everyone thinks. Just heartbreaking news. So jump into the comments. Once again, thoughts and prayers out to the family. Boosie speaking to Baton Rouge, saying this has to stop. This can't continue. Jump in the comments. Let's talk. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, J Coffee Talk. Daily videos, music, news, sports, and more. Catch you on the next video.